And with that, The Simpsons began a third decade. Last night, the much-loved and once much-hated show, maybe at the beginning, marked 450 episodes. That's 20 years of life in Springfield.
And we still don't know where Springfield is after all that time. 7 years ago, Chris Cuomo sat down with Homer himself as we look back into the ABC News vault.
Oh, Marge, cartoons don't have any deep meaning. They're just stupid drawings that give you a cheap laugh.
Believe it or not, what you just saw may reveal why The Simpsons has been on for 13 years. The show is notorious for making a mockery of everything sacred. No one and nothing are off limits, not even the network paying the bills.
We're going to find that alien.
What if we don't?
We'll fake it and sell it to the Fox network.
They'll buy anything.
Of course, criticism has followed the show's outrageous irreverence. Everything from corrupting America's youth
Cool.
to causing the decline of Western civilization.
To make American families a lot more like the Waltons and a lot less like the Simpsons.
So how has a cartoon managed to stay on top in the turbulent world of primetime television?
I'm king of the world!
For the answer, we went to Matt Groening, The Simpsons creator.
What do you think is the most basic reason for why The Simpsons has been able to be so good for so long?
I think the characters are really likable. I think that even Homer, as bad as he is to his family and to himself and to the world at large, he's a likable guy.
That likable guy never would have existed if Groening hadn't first come up with this cartoon, called Life in Hell. Back in 1986, the creators of The Tracy Ullman Show liked it and asked him to create some animated shorts for their show.
And I was going to do my cartoons, and then I found out that whatever I showed them, Fox would own, and so I said, forget that.
Ironically, not willing to risk his good stuff, Groening invented the Simpson family on the spot. Marge is Homer's long-suffering wife. Their kids, Bart, a naughty 10-year-old, Lisa, a precocious, world-weary 8-year-old, and baby Maggie. The crude drawings were a big hit on The Tracy Ullman Show, and so in December of 1989, Fox gave The Simpsons a show of their own. The Simpsons has grown from one man with a pen and an idea to an army. There are over 200 animators, 30 writers, a 35-piece orchestra.
These characters now are alive. They're alive to everybody who works on the show. They're certainly alive to the actors who, make them talk.
Krusty Brand seal of approval.
These actors do more than just voices. They create a history and psychology for each character. Homer is played by Dan Castellaneta.
I guess it would be like a kid in a man's body, but trying to deal with the fact that now he's an adult.
Castellaneta developed the voice by studying Groening's crude drawings.
He had a huge overbite and sort of reminded me of Walter Matthau. So I sort of did a Walter Matthau kind of. My jaw would go out, my neck would go in, and then my IQ would drop about 70 points.
So, man, is he dumb.
Where does dough come from?
I was a big fan of the Laurel and Hardy shorts, and there was a comedian. It was always kind of their foil. He would come in and go, oh! And so when Matt had written Annoyed Grunt, so I went back to that, and I went, dough! And he says, wait, could you do it shorter? Because we only had a few seconds. So it's, dough! Dough! Dough!
We should really put that in the corner.
But ultimately, the success of the show rides on the main characters, especially Homer. And after months of intense negotiation, he finally agreed to speak with us.
Yes, this is the original Homer Simpson.
Homer, I'm really glad you could take the time to see us.
Is this one of those things where you ask me to taste 2 colas and tell you which one is better?
No, this is a news magazine.
Well, I just want to reiterate that your investigators are not allowed in my garage, my freezer, or to look into the years 1983 through 1995. I said the freezer, right?
Maybe we should talk to Bart.
Bart doesn't want to talk to you.
Hey, Chris Cuomo, how you doing, man?
Why, you little... Oh, we're going to have to do this again. My robe was open the whole time.
So Homer's as dumb in person as he is on TV. But despite that, his family truly loves and accepts him. Maybe that's the secret. This subversive sitcom is really pushing traditional family values. Now that's funny.